Hi everybody, it's my update. Let me just check the time. It's 11:54, it's just before midnight. I'm in the city of Toronto, but in the city of New York, Anna Slatz, our new reporter, has been arrested and detained and booked in the New York Police Department's Brooklyn Central booking office. I know this because she phoned me and had about 60 seconds on the phone to tell me what happened. That was enough for me to know that she had been purportedly arrested for breaking the curfew and that she was being issued a summons. I immediately, when the police took the phone back from her, I immediately contacted our senior criminal lawyer in New York, who we have worked with before and who I am so glad I have his phone number in my cell phone. And I'm even gladder that he called me back so quickly. And he got straight to work. And I just did a video 20 minutes ago if you want all the details on that. But I'm calling to give you an update. So just for background, Anna Slatz, our new reporter covering the riots in New York City. You can see her work at stopantifa.com. Anyway, she was arrested for purportedly breaking the curfew. But as she correctly pointed out, journalists are specifically exempt from the curfew. So her arrest was improper. So I got on the phone with a lawyer. I gave him the location, the Brooklyn booking office, the name of the officer, and of course the particular details on the spelling of Anna's name and other details about her. I received the following update from the lawyer about 15 minutes ago, so I want to let you know no moss is growing on him. He got straight to it. He phoned and spoke to a police officer. And the police officer, he told me, was the nicest police officer he's ever dealt with, he said. And this police officer literally walked back to the holding cells, he told me, and called for her to release her. However, and this is according to the lawyer, I'm just reporting what he said to me based on what the cop said to him. Reportedly, Anna could not hear or could not answer when this cop went back to ask for her. Now, I don't know why that is. I can only imagine how noisy it is. Our lawyer thought that perhaps that she had not actually been put in the cell yet and maybe was in a bus. Apparently there were 3 buses being unloaded, everybody in the same situation. So the lawyer said that that was our best hope for an immediate release, to have that cop walk back and get Anna out immediately by calling her name and basically setting her free and saying, yeah, it was a mistake, sorry about that, go. According to the lawyer, that just didn't happen because he says the cop said she didn't hear or she didn't respond when her name was called. I'm going to take that at face value. This is double hearsay for me, right? I'm just on the phone with the lawyer who's listening to what the cop said. So what now? Well, the lawyer says that Anna will likely, and also the lawyer said that Anna had not actually been booked into the system properly. I don't know exactly what that means. I imagine that a report was not typed up and filed and logged in the computer. That's my layman's understanding of what that would mean. So here we are. I'm just going to check the time. It's 11:57 Eastern time. So Anna has been detained for about 90 minutes, but we have had a lawyer make contact with the cop shop and made the case that Anna was improperly arrested. And if the cops, if the officer who answered the call is to be credited, it sounds like they did try to call her and release her, but that didn't happen. And I'm going to take that at face value. So what does the lawyer says happens now? The lawyer says that once she is booked, she will likely be released with a summons to appear. So she must remain in a holding cell for 2 or 3 hours is what the lawyer predicted. Now the holding cell is gender segregated. So men and women are not in the holding cells together, although the lawyer didn't know if the buses were segregated, although it sounds like Anna had made it in good order to the cop shop. So it sounds like Anna will be in a holding cell with other women who were picked up tonight Most likely all of them for the same thing, violating the curfew. Maybe some of them for rioting, I don't know. And that in 2 or 3 hours, predicts the lawyer, so at about 2 or 3 a.m., Anna will be released with a summons. However, the lawyer says, given that the arrest sounds like it was improper, because there is a specific exemption in the curfew for journalists, the lawyer says that we will most likely be able to beat the rap without even a court appearance, that it might even be able to be done by writing or by phone with the prosecutor, which I imagine is the case. So it sounds to me like the cops were just sweeping everybody up and didn't care to discern or discriminate amongst them. They just packed them all in the buses, took them all to the police station in Brooklyn, and they'll be sorted out over a course of time. But what I heard from the lawyer, who got right on it, I got to give him credit. He returned my call in 5 minutes. He made his first contact with the police booking center very quickly, and then he had a substantive conversation and he reported it back to me very quickly. I honestly have never seen a lawyer move that fast in my life, and I'm so very pleased. However, it's not fast enough, obviously, for Anna, who is, if I am guessing correctly, sitting in a holding cell in Brooklyn waiting to be processed. And by that I mean she'll be given a summons and told, you can go now, come back on such and such a date. Like I say, our lawyer doesn't think that date will ever come because it'll be thrown out before then. Now, all of this, my lawyer told me in our earlier call, is complicated by the fact that the whole city's in a riot, and second of all, that there are still pandemic rules on what's where and who's what and who's allowed to go where. So things are more difficult than normal. And the lawyer says it sounds like it's just pandemonium at the police station. So that's my report. Again, you now know every single thing I know. I'm going to stay up. I sent an email to Anna. Obviously, she can't read it now because I presume her phone is checked in like a locker or something by the police. But she will see that as soon as she gets her phone. I told her to call me whenever she's out, which I hope is 2 or 3 hours from now. And I sent her actually a little memo that I copied to the lawyer, basically crystallizing everything in our conversation. So not a good turn of events, but we jumped right on it. Sounds like she'll be out in a few hours tonight, and that there will be nothing graver than a few phone calls and letters, and the whole matter will be dropped. Obviously, we have to pay for the lawyer, and he's not cheap, but he's worth every cent. Like I say, I've never seen a lawyer be so enthusiastic at 11 p.m. when he gets a phone call from a Canadian calling down to New York saying, oh, by the way, we got a little trouble. Can you help me out? Oh, he didn't hesitate. He jumped right on it, and he got straight to work, and he called me, and he reported me immediately. Frankly, I'm so delighted with how this lawyer has handled this, and I look forward to paying his bill. However, if you can help me pay the bill, which I have no idea how big it'll be, and of course there's tonight's work, and then there's the work to get the summons thrown out, and there may be other mop-up work I don't know about yet, you can go to saveannaslatz.com. And I don't know if it's going to be $2,000 or $3,000 or $5,000, but it's going to be money. But that's what we do. That's what we do at the Rebel. As you know, our reporters sometimes get into trouble. It's usually caused by other people, but we defend our people all the way. And Anna's done such a great job over the past few days. She was in Washington the last 2 days, and she was in New York today. Her work speaks for itself. You can see it on our website, rebelnews.com, or we have a compilation page at stopantifa.com, where you can see all her reports from Washington. I don't know if we put up her New York report yet, but that's it for me. So it's just after midnight. I'm going to stay up. Obviously, I'm eager to talk to Anna, eager to make sure she's out of jail and A-okay, and that nothing happened to her other than a bit of a fright, maybe. I think that's how it is, but we'll only know by talking to her. And I think she's done a great job, and the least we can do is get her out of there as soon as quickly possible. So that's it for me. Thank you for tuning in for my second emergency broadcast tonight. There's a chance I'll do an update if I hear from her at 2 or 3 a.m. I might not do that. I might just wait till the morning to give you a YouTube update. And that's it for me. So thanks for your help. Good night. And go to saveannaslatz.com if you want to help. Bye, everybody.